So I was thinking what I'm gonna do is, since today is Sunday, show you guys what we eat all week. So let's get it started. One full week of what we eat while we're on Whole30.
Ela me deixa só ficar na vontade. Manda foto, sinto o gosto e apago. Finjo que eu nunca tô na maldade, mas na minha mente só eu sei a verdade. Sendo aquele que dá tranquilidade.
Another day, another Whole30 meal. Sorry, the reflection from the window. It is like 5:20. I showed you guys last night how I meal prepped the chicken. And when I tell you, when it came out of the fridge, I just knew it was gonna be good because it just, I didn't get a video of it, but just use your imagination. You saw the stuff I put on last night. But what I did do is cook it so you can see now what it looks like. I always bake our chicken first and then I air fry it. So this is what it looks like fresh out the air fryer, y'all. It is absolutely delicious. You know I already had to try one because I'm the chef. And then over here we got some green beans sauteing. You cannot use butter on Whole30, but you can use ghee because it has no milk solids in it. So it's just clarified butter. So it just has a little salt, a little garlic powder. And we're just gonna crisp these up. There are some that have crisped up already because you know my kids do not like mushy vegetables. And I'm probably gonna like make them some fruit or something on the side, maybe some grapes and blueberries and strawberries. Cut everything up and they'll have that on the side and that'll be our meal for tonight. So you can get creative. So these are sauteed, some are crispy, some still have the snap, but none are mushy. And I'm going to, I'm being careful with the ghee because I wanna pour it over the top. I don't want to waste that. And if you know, if you buy ghee, it is pretty pricey. One jar is like $9 or $10. So I don't know if it's necessarily better for you. I just know that it doesn't have milk solids in. So that's what we use. I love green beans like this. I cannot wait till the rest of my green beans. These are from the store. Actually, we bought these from vacation because I had them when I was there and I didn't eat them all. I was eating them with hummus when I was there. But, and I just poured this on top. I really, really enjoy green beans, like a lot. So, I'm trying to get my kids to start liking them more. They are really broccoli and Brussels sprouts kids, but, you know, we got to open up their horizon. When I say, you know, trying to get your kid to eat this, trying to get your kid to eat that, that's really what I mean. That's why I speak on it. I don't pretend to be an expert, but I literally have tried, and I do continue to try. I think it's something like 10 times you have to try something before you know if you really like it. So I know a lot of parents, especially parents with kids on the spectrum, struggle with getting their kids to eat things. But my only advice for you when it comes to that, well, I have a lot of advice when it comes to that, but my main piece of advice when it comes to that is to keep trying. Keep putting it on their plate. Keep putting it on their plate. Eventually, they're going to try it. Even if they don't like it, they're going to try it. Austin, baby, he was the pickiest eater ever. When I say only pizza, only corn dogs, like that's all he would eat. Now this boy eats tomatoes and spicy food. You saw him making the chili yesterday. It's just, we really just didn't force it, but we forced it. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't force it, but we still put it there because it's that's what's on the plate. That's what's for dinner. You can eat it or you don't have to eat it, but that's just what we're gonna put on the plate. And eventually he just started trying things, and that's all of my kids. Like Mercy, before we started the Whole30 last time, that child wouldn't touch meat. She wouldn't go anywhere near meat. Now it's like her favorite thing now. Meatballs, meat sauce, anything with meat she wants. So one of my biggest tips is just keep trying. I know chicken nuggets, I know pizza, I know hot dogs, I know corn dogs. Those are safe foods. I will never, ever, ever take that away from a kid who has autism or any kind of food sensitivities or anything like that. I understand it is very difficult, but you have to keep trying. That's it. You have to keep trying. Also, side note, I do like to sprinkle a little sesame seeds on my green beans, and these are Whole30 approved, so I'm not going to toast them up or anything. I just like to sprinkle them because I think it makes it pretty, like parsley. So there's the little green beans. I don't know if you can see. I just put a little couple on top. I just think it makes it look prettier. Kids eat with their eyes. So I hear Blake coming down with the kids, so I gotta hurry up. All of this fruit is washed. I washed, well, you guys will see the haul. Washed it when we got it. So we're gonna cut it up. That strawberry is bad. Not using that one. Cut it quickly because I like for the food to be ready when they get home, when they get down. And Blake and I have to go on our walk, or get to go on our walk. Now I walked today by myself with Mercy. And y'all, when I was walking, this lady, and she lives a couple houses down, well, up the street and then down the street, but it's a couple houses down in our neighborhood. And she was like, excuse me. And I was like, yes. And she goes, I just wanted to stop you. Okay, like, what's wrong, you know? She's like, I love your content. Y'all don't even understand. She's like, I love it. I love how you be clapping back at people when they say something. I don't even think that that's what I do. I just don't like ignorant stuff. But, oh, that made my day. An older lady, too. She had to be maybe like in her 60s, but she had, I could tell she was coming like from church or something because she had like some plates and all of them like had dresses and stuff on. But that just really made my day. So if you do like ever see me out in public, if you live in the Charlotte area, please say hello. Like that really makes my day. And that really just, and I think that's like the second or third time that's happened. So if you're watching my video, thank you, because you really, really, really made my day. I was kind of down this morning, just frustrated and, you know, all kinds of things. And that really, really touched me. So thank you very much. And I should have asked your name and seen which, because I'm sure you commented and seen which subscriber you were. But that's okay, because I know where you live. So when I come back by there, I'm going to ask you. And I'll be, you know, looking for your comments and stuff. But I really appreciate it, because as a stay-at-home mom and somebody who creates content, a lot of times people say things like, oh, it's not a real job, or get you a real job, you know, just all the things they say. I'm not going to cut these grapes that I have, but I am going to cut the grapes I put on Mercy's plate. Just side note. The big kids are fine. But it makes you feel sometimes like, and especially like I have a lot of schooling. I'll say that a lot. This used to be one of those things that was just like really important to me, the only thing that was important to me. But like, you realize you only do that for certain reasons, maybe like to please your parents or because it's the norm to go to college and all that stuff. And I just never felt fulfilled doing it. The only time I felt fulfilled is when I worked with special needs kids, but it just wasn't, you know, when you feel like something is just missing. But when I get to do content, and I'm a Gemini, y'all, I'm a talker if you haven't noticed. I love to, you know, really engage with people. I feel like I get to really express myself and who I am. So when people recognize that, man, I really appreciate it. So again, I say thank you if you're watching. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok or Facebook, or when you talk about the clapbacks, I'm guessing it's like Facebook or TikTok. But man, I just really, really appreciate that. That made me smile. And I did. I told her that. I'm like, that made my day. I needed that. Kindness matters. Being kind matters. You know, in a world where some people are just mean and bitter for no reason, and they don't really know how to approach certain situations, or maybe they mean well and their delivery kind of sucks, or like whatever, like just to know that people still like to spread kindness. She didn't have to stop me. She didn't have to. She sees me all the time walking. She could have just kept on going on about her day. But the confidence it took for her to do that, and then just God knew I needed that word. God knew, because that was just, it was a lot. I was listening to Sarah Jakes Roberts about Abraham and just making a move and doing some things and like really jump starting your life. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, God, like what do I do? You know? And just, it was just right on time. It really was just right on time. So with that being said, here's the fruit platter right on time. And let's put it with the rest of my food, and I will show you guys. And I think I'll be back tomorrow to show you what day 2 is. You ready to eat? Eat. You want chicken? Okay, get your pick of chicken. You can get it. Put it on your plate. That's not your plate. That's your plate. There you go. Put it on your plate. Good job. Now what? You want fruit? Let's pick some fruit. I know, but you gotta pick some fruit. You gotta pick some fruit. Which one do you want? Grapes. Okay, Mommy will cut those for you. Pick something else. 2, 3. Okay, that's it. All right. Now you got to pick one green bean. Pick one. Big girl, Mercy. I know you have. No, we have to try. Let's try. Pick one. Will you want Mommy to help you? Do you want Mommy to help you? Here you go. Put it on your plate. Thank you. All right, you ready? Hold on. God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for our food. By his hands we all are fed. Thank you for our daily bread. Amen. God bless you. Do you need help? No? Okay. All right, here is day 2, my lunch. I have some sauteed kale, some tomatoes, mushrooms, an over easy egg or over medium egg, and some okra from my garden. The tomatoes and the okra both came from the garden. Hey y'all, it is day 2 of what we eat in a week on Whole30. Now, I'm going to have to do a voiceover because I'm watching my girl, Just Being Melanie. I'm watching her vlogs. Actually, let me pause this because I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to make meatballs tonight, chicken meatballs. We have 3 pounds of ground chicken over here. I got some mushrooms. Found out my kids like mushrooms if I dice them up small enough. So we're going to put some mushrooms, some fresh garlic, and I'm already chopping up some onion. Now don't mind this. This is some pumpkin seeds right here because I'm snacking. I'm hungry. Y'all know we're doing Whole30 and I just missed that crunch. So eating some pumpkin seeds on the side before I cut up my onion. I am going to make that. I also have in the oven some broccoli. I've already steamed it. I put a little ghee on it, some garlic powder and some salt. That's it. I steamed it in the microwave and then I popped it into the oven on 400, like just to crisp up the top. The kids love it like that. So I'm gonna put this here, let you guys just kind of watch me. I'll do a voiceover, and we're gonna make some chicken meatballs, broccoli, and I haven't decided what's on the side. I might do, because we got this chickpea pasta and we can't have chickpeas, and this pasta is 100% just chickpeas. See if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's just 100% just chickpeas. So we can eat this. Yeah, that might be it. And I might put some ghee over. I don't know. I really don't know. This is the problem I always run into because I don't want them to have too much fruit at night. Last night, I think Mercy had too much fruit. She was up, oh gosh, y'all, I can't even tell you. Like, probably, I had to cancel her therapy. That's how long she was up. Probably from like 2 in the morning to like 5 or 6 in the morning. Blake finally got her down like 6:30. Well, therapy was supposed to be at 9, so like she was exhausted, she was asleep. So I canceled her therapy. Luckily, you know, this is the week that we start 2 speeches a week and 1 OT, so she'll have it again tomorrow. No problem. The therapist was completely fine with it. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what to do at night with that. Now, with that being said, out here in our garden, there's a big barrel. Let me see if I can show you. My window's kind of dirty. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. So that barrel right there, I planted potatoes in, if you guys remember, a couple months ago. Well, everything's died back, so it is time to harvest those potatoes. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, the kids and I can do that for a homeschool project, harvest some potatoes, go ahead and get them like curing and stuff like that, and then we'll have potatoes for the Whole30. But that's neither here nor there, and the less said the better, because I'm ready to watch your video and I gotta get this food cooked because the kids are gonna be hungry. Blake took the oldest 2 kids with him door dashing, and the 2 middle girls, I would call them, yeah, are up there, and then Mercy's down here with me. She's watching her sensory video. So I'm gonna watch my vlog and I'm gonna vlog for you at the same time. All right, chicken meatballs, here we go. Well, I know I haven't done a voiceover in a very long time, and I'm sitting here right now in my bed hoping the kids don't burst in the door because you know how that goes. But yeah, guys, I am down and out, and I don't like to say that to, like, you know, add light to the situation, but I really am. I had to have hemorrhoid surgery. I know some people might say it's TMI, but no, honestly, ladies, make sure you're getting your health checked, because hemorrhoids left unchecked can become blood clots, and that's what I had. So I had to have surgery on that. And right here this was right before my surgery, and the next day I was actually going to the doctor. But y'all, I can tell you, I was in so much pain, and a lot of times as ladies, we just keep on going and keep on moving, and no, I am learning now to take my health seriously. So y'all see, I've been getting my teeth fixed and going into the doctors and things like that. Please take your health seriously. That's really all this is about. I'm not even going to talk about the food. You can see what's going on here. But my message right now, especially because I know I have a lot of women following me, ladies, take care of yourself. All right, y'all, I'm back. Life happened, okay? Life happened. I was talking on the phone with my best friend. I don't even know what's going on with my hair. Whatever. I was talking on the phone with my best friend. I hadn't talked to her in a couple days, and I like to always check on her. yeah, it's close to bath time. Mercy's been having a couple meltdowns. It is what it is. But I did finish. So let me show you what we had on night 2 for Whole30. So here we go. We got our meatballs. Some of them got more brown than others, but I promise you they're all done. And they are delicious. We got our broccoli in here. And we got some strawberries, grapes, and oranges. Also, I want to show you, I made Blake a lunch. Yes, I make my husband lunch. Not every day, but I try to. When I remember or when I have the energy, I try to make sure I have lunch for him. So let me set this up. And in his lunch, just looks like lettuce from the angle. Hold on. Oh. In his lunch, he has some tuna fish and some lettuce cups. There's like big iceberg lettuces. He can just wrap his tuna in. Some strawberries, blueberries, and some blackberries under there. And then some cucumbers, tomato, and onions. And I put balsamic vinegar, some olive oil, and some Italian season. So yeah, that's what we're having. So Blake's lunch tomorrow. And our dinner. Oh, that's hot. It just came out of the oven and I tapped it. And our dinner tonight. So I already have our tofu wrapped up in paper towel. It just kind of gets the moisture out. So, and oh, I have veggies chopped up for tacos. So just onions, mushrooms, garlic. We're gonna unwrap our tofu. And you wanna do this because not, it'll be mushy tofu. We're gonna chop this or slice this vertically. And then horizontally. Still try to keep it together though, don't let it fall. And then this way horizontally. It's like Jenga, kinda. And again, just to make it feed 5 children. And I like tofu because it's a lot of protein and it's not expensive. So there we go. And so you end up having these little blocks that act as meat. All right, let me move. What's the matter? Mercy just had therapy. She's so tired. Again, not a good restful night for her. I don't know what's going on. Just since we've been back, she's talking a lot more. She's just not sleeping. And I think maybe she's just going through a stage of, a lot of times with kids, kids on the spectrum and neurotypical kids, when you're just working on one skill more, the other skills kind of fade. And she's never been a great sleeper, but she's really struggling with sleep this week, which means I'm struggling with sleep this week. Right, Merce? Well, we're gonna stick it out. In other news, I gotta have a surgery tomorrow, so that sucks. Yeah, well, things happen. Every time I start talking, here comes the vacuum. So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, not much. I'm also gonna add some chili powder so it'll have a little bit of that taco type taste. Just a light bit. And a little bit of cumin. Just so it'll taste taco-y. This is why I want one of those things that cover it, because I always get seasonings down in here. I have to clean my oven so often. Never lights. Come on. More gas. Ugh. Let's regroup. Hold on, Merch. You gotta move your hair. It is definitely flammable. There we go. I know. Look, now the thing wants to light without me doing it. I know. Mommy's gonna put a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of ghee in the pan, actually. So I put these in the pan, saute them, then I air fry them, because you guys know my kids don't like anything mushy. I think I say that a million times over, but they don't. All right, so we're gonna put these in seasoned side down. Wait for it to get a little bit hotter. Oh, look, while we wait, look what I just got out of the garden. Even more goodies. We had some beans come today. Just plain, I think they're pole beans. Or contender beans, excuse me, contender beans. I got some more tomatoes in there, some more peppers, okra, and some bigger, I mean, they're not huge, but these are the biggest ones we've grown so far of jalapenos. So I'm really excited. And I'm about to eat these too. I'm going to cut up some of this okra and eat some okra. I have fallen in love with okra. All right, this should be about hot enough. No, it's not, but it's about to be. As soon as that one gets in there. Come on and sizzle. And I don't like for my stainless steel pot to be that hot. There it goes, it's starting to sizzle. Because when it burns, like when it starts to fry or whatever, it just takes forever to clean. So I like to keep it a nice, even keel temperature. And I may not even have to re-season a lot of these because there's a lot on my cutting board. See, I dip it on one side. So the tofu ended up not really being enough for them, so we ended up taking some chicken breast tenderloins and we made, or I made, some chicken tenders for them. I just seared them first and then put them in the air fryer. They're really good. Austin is also making some chicken here, and then we have more chicken over there washing in the stove. Austin, tell them, in the sink, tell them.
It's washing in the sink.
Because you're supposed to do what?
Wash the chicken.
Always wash your chicken. So he's going to sear these up really good. Then we're going to put them in our crock pot, which is sitting over here on the floor because I don't have any counter space. And then I made myself a kale salad with broccoli from last night, some onions, mushrooms in there. Pretty much what I diced up for the chicken. And I massaged the kale with a little olive oil. And then I'm going to put the tofu on my salad. All right, we got some lightly seared. It's still raw, you see in there, but
It's raw.
it's raw. We watch Hell's Kitchen. So he's got the second batch of chicken here. He's about to season that up and sear it up. Put it in here. But when I put this part in, now I'm going to layer it with some onions and mushrooms. And then we'll put more chicken, layer it with onions and mushrooms. Y'all see who just won't let me talk today? Ma'am, don't you touch that stove, Missy. You have chicken on your plate. And I'm going to see if I have any rotel or anything down here. I doubt I do. I have some diced tomatoes, but it's not the same as the one I need. So we won't use any rotel. We'll just do like a stewed chicken in the crock pot. So yeah, he's going ahead and about to season this chicken. I'm about to take some of those onions and garlic and stuff. And yeah, it looks all gross. But when you're working with chicken, it always looks gross. Austin, what are you seasoning with?
With that's what you called it before.
Okay. That's what I called it. All right, we're gonna layer this with some onions and peppers and garlic, and then I'll wait for his next layer of chicken. This dude right here is a beast in the kitchen. He loves to cook. So good.
I was literally asking to cook last
The whole time he was doing his schoolwork over here, and the whole time he was like, "Can I help you?" So I'm like, all right. Finally. He's excited. He loves to cook. First he keeps running back and forth eating hers, but this is what they're having. Siete chips and chicken, and then Charity ate her banana. And my delicious salad is done. I'm about to sit down and eat this, and it's on my computer. Get some work done. Austin finished searing all the chicken for me. We layered all the onions and mushrooms and garlic, and he seasoned it so nicely and seared it so nicely. So now it's on high, and that'll sit there until dinner time. So this is what we're having tonight at the dinner table. I made some shredded chicken. We have lettuce wraps. Got some peppers from the garden and some okra from the garden, and we have some homemade guacamole with some siete chips. Everybody like it?
Yes.
Guess it. And then everybody loves Austin's chicken, so good job, son.
Thank you.
All right. See y'all next time. Austin is the burger man, so we're making burgers, and then Carter, my dear, is making the Brussels sprouts. They're doing such a good job. I'm so proud of them that they know how to cook. And
Left over.
there you go. Look how good these look, y'all. Well, I'm not vlogging a lot today because I just got back from the surgery center, had a procedure done. I'm about to go lay down. So I'll see y'all later. But tonight they are having Brussels sprouts, burgers, some siete chips, and fruit. All right, see y'all tomorrow. So here's my plate. I have my burger wrapped in lettuce and some tomatoes from my garden, Brussels sprouts, some carrot sticks, cucumber, some peppers from my garden, and some okra from my garden. Oh, and onion because but that is my whole 30 meal that I'm eating tonight. And of course, it's on a kid's plate because all the other dishes are dirty. So, judge your mama. Really quickly, I'm gonna jump on the camera for a second just to show you what we had tonight. I didn't show you what I cooked because you've seen me cook this before, but we just had chickpea pasta with homemade marinara sauce, ground turkey, spaghetti, and fresh veggies on the side. So I'll show you the kids' plates. Here is Eden's plate, some chickpea pasta with some marinara sauce. She's got some oranges. Well, here are the vegetables, the fruit and veggies we had. Oranges, grapes, blueberries, and carrot sticks. There's Carter's. Y'all know she doesn't mess around at all with the red sauce. And then there's Dylan's plate. That's what we had tonight on Whole30. Another night, another Whole30 meal. I think tonight is our last night, or maybe tomorrow's our last night. But anyways, we did a duplicate tonight of burgers because it's easy. The kids can cook it, and yeah, so I, again, today was kind of down for the count. Actually, I keep saying kind of down for the count. Y'all, I'm hurting over here. Your girl is hurting over here. So I can't keep always acting like, oh, everything's all peachy keen, because I try to like dumb myself down and shrink myself so that I'm not a burden on people. But one thing that I'm not, and one person I'm not a burden on, is my husband. So he's always telling me, sit down, don't do this, don't do that. As a matter of fact, the other night I went in the garden and he caught me on the camera. He's like, if you don't go sit down, you know. But I find myself always trying to like shrink myself, because somebody always says like, well, somebody else has it worse, or at least you don't, you know. But I gotta stop doing that, because honestly, I think that's why I'm in the situation I'm in now, putting myself on the back burner and always saying like, I'll get to me, I'll get to me, I'll get to me. So no, I'm down for the count. I've been kind of in the bed all day, but like kind of laying on my side because that area really hurts. And I was like, oh, you guys want burgers? The kids were like, yeah, we'll make it, because that's just how my kids are. So Carter made the Brussels sprouts again. She's getting so good at that. And then Austin made the burgers. Y'all know he is the burger master. So I'm going to show you what I have really quickly, and then I'm about to take some medicine, shower, and go to bed. That's just what my night's going to be. So let me show you what we have. All right, here we go again. I put them in some lettuce wraps, some burgers. I used some Primal Kitchen mayonnaise, which is Whole30 approved, as well as some mustard. In there I have some peppers and onions and my homemade jalapenos. Well, I didn't homemade the jalapenos. I grew the jalapenos and then I pickled them. And then some Brussels sprouts. Y'all, look at the sear on her Brussels sprouts. She's doing such a great job. And then she cut these cucumbers for me, paper thin, which is how I like them. These are also some jalapenos from my garden. And yeah, that's what I'm having tonight. So burgers and Brussels sprouts again. The kids also had fruit with theirs. All right, today's the day. We are about to see how many potatoes we have. Now, hopefully, there's a good amount. Blake and Austin are over here trying to move the bucket. Well, Austin's over here trying to move the bucket. It's pretty heavy, but we're going to see how many potatoes we have. So let's see. He's being sarcastic. He's like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of help. He ain't getting no help. Blake just watching him move it. All right, let's see. Girls, look, come watch. They don't care. They're on the trampoline.
All right, you ready?
That's okay. This can be our thing.
Come on, son.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let's see if we got any potatoes in here.
I see roots.
I see roots. I see worms. So guess what? Y'all got to put your hands in. There's a lot of worms. Throw those in the other beds. I don't see not a potato in sight. Austin, get your hands in there, bro.
I know.
Oh, you're about to. He getting ready. Throw the worms in the thing. There's a lot of worms. Yeah. Well, we got a worm bed.
Yeah.
I literally see not any potatoes at all.
Where's the potatoes?
Maybe the worms ate them. I don't know. Mercy's moving back like, I don't want to touch that.
Right?
Look at her. No. She said no.
Found you.
All right, we got a dud. We didn't get any potatoes. Womp womp. Last night of our Whole30. Well, it's not the last night of our Whole30. It was the last night of what we eat for a week on Whole30. And guess what we're having? I'll give you one guess. We are having chicken. There's some vegetables roasted on top, some baked and air fried chicken. I made Blake and I some tomato, cucumbers, onions, and avocado salad, and then we have some fresh steamed broccoli and carrots. So that's what we're having tonight. Everybody say peace, love, and blessings. Bye-bye.
Blessings.
Ela me deixa só ficar na vontade. Manda foto, sinto o gosto e apago. Finjo que eu nunca tô na maldade. Mas na minha mente só eu sei a verdade. Sendo aquele que dá tranquilidade.